What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's Jackson. The Colts, losing in Jacksonville curse continues. Powers here. And today, as you can tell by my middle name, the Indianapolis Colts did lose to the Jacksonville Jaguars in Jacksonville once again. But this time, it was by the score of 37-20. And not a whole lot of good came out of this game. So it's about to be a very negative recap, just so you know. So the first thing I'm going to get into is Gardner Minshew. That is my first takeaway. Gardner Minshew, what the fuck? You don't play for Jacksonville. Why do you throw to them? So Gardner Minshew threw like 8 interceptions. It was more like 3, but I like to over-exaggerate. And, yeah, we obviously don't play well when that happens. And, yeah, I don't know. Gardner Minshew, he struggled. Like, he led a good opening drive. It was really like, wow, this looked pretty good. 16 plays. We ended up having to settle for 3, and I was like, all right, okay. We established how this game's going to go, though. We kicked a field goal. That's all right. And then we, defense allows a score, and then that's when all the bullshit started. Gardner Minshew got strip sacked. Jacksonville scored. It made it 14-3, and after that, it just went downhill. Gardner Minshew ended up throwing 3 picks. 3 picks. And they were all pretty bad. It wasn't like it wasn't like anything, it was just good plays by the defense. No, it was none of that. They were all bad. Just all bad picks. He was just throwing into double coverage all day. It's just like, dude, why? Why did you feel the need to do that? I don't know. I have no idea. That's just my biggest takeaway is Gardner Minshew. And the one thing I need to add to that is that this game showed how important Anthony Richardson is to this offense. Because good God, it was just not good. It was just not good. When Anthony Richardson's in there, the offense, it's at least electrifying. Gardner Minshew in there, it was like, I literally started calling him Gardner Ryan. Gardner Ryan is what we got. We did not get Gardner Minshew, we got Gardner Ryan. Because it straight up looked like the Matt Ryan Colts of last year. It was just, our offense was just so predictable all game. And when you have Richardson in there, it's not predictable. I don't know. It's just, I learned yesterday that Gardner Minshew, not the answer. Just absolutely not the answer. That's enough about Gardner Minshew, though. I need to move on to the next thing that was kind of bad, the play calling. We just paid Jonathan Taylor. Give him the fucking ball. Straight up. Just give him the fucking ball. It's not that complicated. I mean, come on. Why do we line up in shotgun so much? Why? Why do we line up in shotgun so much? That doesn't make any goddamn sense. I get it. When Richardson's in there, you line up in shotgun because there's a threat of so many things happening. When he's in shotgun, he's like, Richardson could run it. He might hand it off. He might pass it. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? But no, when Minshew's in there, he's in shotgun. They're like, oh, yeah, it's a pass. That's definitely a pass. And if we run out of it, it's like, well, we could stop it easily because it's a lot easier to stop run out of shotgun. Put Minshew under center and hand it to Jonathan Taylor. It's not that complicated, man. And then, I'm not going to give too much shit to Shane Steichen because it is his first year coaching. He's going to learn these things. But oh my God, it was just a lot of bad play calling. It kind of got situated in the second half. They executed a little bit better, but we line up with shotgun too much, and we can't do that with Richardson in there. It's fine, but with Minshew, no, just don't do that. So that's enough about the offense. The defense, on the other hand, was shitty as well. 37 points. You allowed them to score 37 points. I understand Minshew put you in bad situations, but 37 points. Oh my God. This defense is so inconsistent. It's not even funny. 1 week, they're the fucking 85 Bears, and the next week, they're the fucking 2017 Cleveland Browns. Like, it doesn't make any sense, dude. Like, it really, really doesn't. Like, you don't know what defense you're going to get. They did not play well. That's just my main point. They didn't play well. Shaq Leonard, dude. What the fuck? Shaq Leonard is literally a ghost out there. He's a ghost. He's on the field, but he doesn't do shit. We pay you almost $100 million. How about you do some shit, man? Like, I understand you're coming off of injuries, but dude, come on. You haven't played since you changed your name to Shaq. It's time for you to step the fuck up, man. Okay, now that I got that out of the way, there's nothing else to that. Juju Brents had a pick. That was like one of the only good things that happened. The next thing I want to get into is a little bit more of a tamer part. The resilience of the team. I was very happy about that. That's the one thing I was happy about. This team is very resilient. You know, and that's in that second half, the fourth quarter specifically, we were down 31-6. We came back, cut the lead to 11, and then we just decided to stop playing after that. But that did tell me that we are a resilient team and that the team rallies behind Shane Steichen. That's one thing I will say about Steichen is he never gives up. And that's obvious by these teams we've seen. Like, against the Rams, we made that huge comeback and fell short in overtime. Against the Jags, we made a big comeback attempt. But obviously fell short because we put ourselves in too big of a hole. And, yeah, I tried to give you guys a segment where I didn't rant. So, I was happy about how they didn't give up. That's one thing about this team I've noticed is that they don't give up. And they're going to fight till the end. So, I like that. That's a good part. To be honest with you, this Colts team really gives me the feel of a team that's going to get hot late. Straight up. Like, now that I've gotten my ranting out of the way, I can actually talk reasonably. I think that this Colts team is a team that can make a good late season run because they're pretty gritty. And if the defense could just, get a fucking stop every once in a while when it matters, they could be a gritty team that sneaks into the playoffs late in the season. I feel like this is definitely a team that can make a good playoff run like late in the season. But who knows? Who really knows? Because Richardson, that's just something I haven't talked about. Anthony Richardson is there's a good chance he ends up being out for the year because they're thinking about doing surgery on his shoulder. So we'll see how that goes. And if he's out for the year, that's actually probably the best thing because whatever's going to fix his situation long term is what the hell this team needs. Because we don't want our future to go out there and we don't need him to have any more injuries. So we need him to honestly take some time to recover, get everything right, and then be back next year because we're not a Super Bowl team at all. Even with Richardson, we're not a Super Bowl team. We're just not there yet. And yesterday's performance showed that. So, yeah, that's really all. That's all my takeaways. Game MVP. I guess Juju Brents can get it this time because he got his first career interception. I could give it to Josh Downs, but he only had 21 yards. He did get his first career touchdown too, but I'm going to give it to Juju Brents because Honestly, I really don't know who else to give it to. Honestly, really no one deserves it, but, like, he's the only one that made, like, a play that was, like, significant. So I'll give it to him. So, yeah. Next week, like, I'm not even going to do a play of the game. There was no good plays. Next week, we play the Cleveland Browns. That'll be the Indiana Knights game. It should be interesting. It's a game we can win for sure, especially if the Browns don't have Deshaun Watson. But who knows? They beat the 49ers, so we'll see. So, yeah. Honestly, I don't know about this team. They're inconsistent. But I think our future's bright. And that's all I have to say about that. So, the last, 4 minutes have made no sense. So, if you're still watching, thank you. And, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys like, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And turn on the bell notifications and for everything in the description box. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.